You've probably been told to load earlier, and that's not bad advice, but just that alone won't help your timing, and let me explain. Now remember, the number one thing in hitting is figuring out bat to ball timing. That's what matters. Just because you load early doesn't mean you're gonna unload on time, and let me explain. And I see this a lot. I work with so many players, and it's like, load early, and sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Why? Because we have to remember, we're loading to unload something. We're not just loading to load. We're loading to unload. So many players, when they load, they think that that's the swing. It's not the swing. The unload is the swing. The timing up the bat to ball is the swing. So we need to make sure that we're putting ourselves in a good position to do that, right? It's like taking the right route to work, right route to school, right route to class. We need to put ourselves in a good position to succeed. That's what the load and loading timing does. Now, what matters is where you make your money is when you unload and how you unload. That's ultimately what we're chasing here. That's ultimately what you should be chasing. That's the end goal. Before we get started, please make sure you subscribe so you get notified each time I post and you don't miss this information that can really help you. Your load is like dancing, and I'm not a good dancer, but let me explain. You have to follow the rhythm. You have to follow the timing of the swing, of the beat. Every pitcher is going to have different timing, wind up, slide step, fast pitcher, slow pitcher, high knee, low knee, whatever it is. We have to match that timing. So ultimately, that's what we're going off of. Some pitchers are the same timing. Some pitchers are different. The situation might be different. So we have to base our timing off of what the pitcher is probably going to be doing. Whether it's a runner on, whether he's a fast guy, slow guy, whatever it is. Adam Wainwright's going to be different than a closer in the ninth who has a slide step when the runner's on first base trying to steal. It's going to be different. So we have to figure out what we need to do to get to our spot, whether it's short, whether you can wait a long time, whether we really need to be close to it because we're not quite sure. Ultimately, we've got to figure out how to get to that one spot where we can make good decisions from and unload from. The conversation I have with a lot of players is the pitcher's up there for 20 seconds. The BP thrower's up there for 10 seconds, whatever that timing is. It's on you if you're late getting loaded. You can be late off on timing a contact point. Like obviously we're human, but if you're late getting loaded, like that's on you. He's up there just saying, hey, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. And if you're not ready, that's completely on you. We got to figure out how we can get to a ready position so we can time up our unload better. Put yourself in a good place to succeed. I see a lot of content out now and they're talking about being ready and loading loading early. And I get that, but we have to remember what the load is actually for. We're writing the paper. We're doing the process of doing something. We're not lifting to lift. We're lifting for a process, for an outcome. We're loading for an outcome of actually unloading on time. We're lifting so we can actually produce force into the baseball. And remember the outcome of what we're actually doing. Don't just load to load because someone on Instagram said it. We have to load so we can unload and time up our contact point and be on time more consistently than everyone else. Get your timing down off those best pitchers. Why? Because now you can get that visual of when the ball's coming out, what they might look like on runners on in scoring position, maybe a runner on first, from the wind up, when they throw a fastball, when they throw a breaking ball, whatever it is. Get your timing down and figure out when do I need to load and when do I need to unload. And ultimately what we're timing up is putting ourselves in a good position for here, but most importantly for this position. When can we time up this position and how can I get there more consistently? And you're getting free answers. You're getting free information on those PG, on those Perfect Game websites. Even if you can't, go on Twitter and look up those accounts and go on to other players, other pitchers' videos as well. It's just free information. I would be doing that a ton if I were you. I'd be working on my load as much as I can so I can unload better. The last cue I got is you're not late because you loaded late. You're late because you most likely unloaded late. So always make sure you're looking at the load, but most importantly, the unload. So full recap, just because your load's on time doesn't mean your unload's on time. It's not a full guarantee. We have to make sure we're understanding what we're actually timing up and why we're actually in the batter's box and why we're actually loading and why we're actually loading early. So keep on working on loading early or loading on time, whatever you kind of want to feel. But ultimately, this is the feeling that we're chasing. How can we turn on time and make the most out of our swing and make the most out of our efforts? Here's a really good cue. Here's a really good feel that you can do at home. Go to Perfect Game, go to PG, find some top-ranked pitchers, get catcher view videos of them, and work on your timing. And here's what I mean. As the pitcher's throwing to me, I'm trying to time up my load. Loading on time really helps you. It puts you in a good position to succeed. It's not the most important, but it starts you right. It starts you off on the right path. ultimately what we're trying to time up is the unload. We can load crazy early and not be on time with our unload. We can load semi-late, not super late, but we can load a little bit late. As long as the unload is consistently on time, we've done our job, right? But ultimately, if we can load early, but also then unload on time, that's probably the best recipe for success, because we'd rather have a little bit too much time to get the job done rather than not enough. We don't want to be fighting and surviving, right? We want to give ourselves time, loading, right? Then timing up our unload. Ultimately, that's what we're trying to get. We're trying to figure out how to time up this type of movement, this type of position on time with the ball. Please make sure you subscribe so you get notifications each time I post. This information is proven at all levels to get results, and I hope it can really help you. Good luck.